Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have a bit of a showcase here for you today. Our bi-weekly Wind Waker Rando fun race today is going to be the new Miniblins settings, and I will let my commentators Alex and Artemis explain what those are for you. So by all means, please take it away. We'll get this race underway here shortly.
All right. Thanks, Cubs. All right. Miniblins settings. It's been a while since we've had some settings for a tournament. I guess.
Or tournament in general?
Yeah, just a tournament in general, honestly. But this is more towards beginners. This is for the newer players who want to play. Basically, these settings are, we've got 2 dungeon race mode, which means we've got 2 random dungeons out of the 6 that are required, which means the boss is a Triforce Shard. And the other 4 dungeons are going to be barren, which means they will have no progress items. Also got Great Fairies on, Puzzle Secret Caves, free gifts, mail, miscellaneous checks, and we're going to be starting with a hero sword and a shield, as well as a number of other items actually. We've got, a bottle, double magic, bomb bag and quiver upgrades, which are very generous, Din's and Nairu's pearls, and all of the songs, dungeon maps, and compasses. So, a lot of items we're starting with.
None of that filler stuff.
Exactly. I think the other highlights are we've got chest type matches contents. So if a chest is red and spiky, it's got something we want. If it's brown and wooden, it doesn't have anything we need. And we've got King of Red Lions with our hints. Being said, I think we're getting started.
Yeah. Are we good?
Hey, Momo.
So we have so this isn't like the actual for the tournament we're doing async style qualifiers. So this is not the actual first seed for the qualifier. There's a form you can request and get the seed, and you can go off on that, and we'll have until the 14th, I think, of May.
Yeah, the 14th of May. Yep.
To get at least 2 of the 3 races done.
All right, look at that and read some hints. The runners scroll through them, I guess. Cover the path hints. We've got Mother and Child Isles to Goma. We've got the Great Sea to go down, and Windfall Island to Hyrule, which is always helpful.
Oh boy, I wasn't going to go to Windfall, but now that it says it's a hint, I guess I go.
Then our Foolishes, we've got Angular Isles, Bomb Island, and Fire Mountain.
Those are some good Foolish hints to have.
Yeah, they're definitely ones that take a bit of time to do, especially, well, I mean, all 3 take like a minute and a half, more depending on sale time. So it's very nice to have those.
So interestingly, we know Mother and Child's is a path hint to Goma, and I was just saying, nah, I'll get it later.
Yeah, I think with these settings in particular, Windfall Island first into Northern Fairy is going to be the play 99% of the time, unless one of the 2 is barren, because it's just something you can full clear, and you don't ever have to worry about going back for anything else. So I think it's 6 checks. It's always very nice.
I'm just trying to think if there's a reason to like hold off on Mother and Child though, when you know it's a hint, and we know that Cyclos is basically dead.
Not sure.
It could just be while you're thinking about what to do. It's easiest just to go to Windfall each time, I imagine.
Yeah, it's kind of just do the generic stuff. Kind of turn your brain off and think about the seed, what dungeons you're going to need to do, what your path hints might be. And we do have a path hint for Hyrule here, somewhere on Windfall.
Yep. We didn't get a hint for Ankle, correct?
No, we did not. So,
right.
Could be anything.
Because that would be kind of rude if our Hyrule hint is the Tingle statue on the ankle. But we're just going to see fairly normal Windfall stuff. I don't think anything's like, it's been a while since I've been here, but I don't remember anything being added that would cause a weird change.
No. If anything, we've removed the jail chest in these settings, so there's no need to peek that anymore. So that's why the runners are doing a little bit different routing than you may have seen in previous seasons.
Oh, well, there's our pearl. That's basically a mail check from Maggie.
Yeah. So a great C to go down could be a bow or bombs, which is very nice. Good to keep in mind. Could be a leaf or grappling hook too, I suppose. All of those items you want to get in the seed, especially with our dungeon layout.
So
On the
pearl doesn't necessarily lead to anything other than just, having access to Tower of the Gods. That's all the checks on Windfall, correct?
Yep, there's only 5 of them in these settings.
So that means Ankle has to have something, correct?
It could be something just sitting in Tot G, I suppose, just like a shard somewhere in Tot G.
Would that count as progression? Not
with the Pearl Path, yeah. Which would be pretty lame, honestly, but I'm hoping for the statues. I feel like the statues, there's a lot more suspense, especially with the foolish hints that we get, because we may not end up picking up a statue, and we may be very late to the seed with 4, still not knowing whether we actually have anything on them or not.
Right. Tracker seems a bit ahead. That's not sure. Oh, well, there's money that we don't need, I think. I don't think there's anything we...
Just need
Beetle's
20
shop.
rupee.
Yeah, is that the only thing we need money for at this point?
Mailing note to mom, I think. But those are, just the 2 things that we need money for, so... At minimum, 25 rupees, I believe. At most, 40? 35. Depending on where you want to mail that off.
Oh, right, because we have short side quests off, so we don't even need to do the trading stuff.
Yep.
Starting with bottle is super nice to get that. We're gonna be doing a storage here on Advo's side.
Oh, classic.
Where's he gonna swim to?
Probably Western Ferry.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So if you're
So if you are sensitive to flash of lights, look away from Advo's side here. And Qual is gonna be doing the same thing here.
This is a play that makes a lot of sense, especially with great ferries on. Western Ferry is really isolated with no island puzzles as well, so it's really hard to just find a good time to go there. So if you just super swim out of Mother and Child with storage, that's usually the best time to do it.
Yeah, so that answers my question of why didn't they do that first? So that makes sense. Advo missed the island there. He's trying to find it again. Oh no. Oh no, Advo. He's good. Good save.
Right. Koala looks like he's caught up now. So
yeah, Advo also did a time there, but that was a really good save from wow, almost synced there. They are basically 2 seconds apart because my one is a little bit behind the other, but it's only 2 seconds. But it means they're lined up exactly.
Yeah.
Their screen.
Hey,
so I don't want to refresh it because it's just hilarious.
I think we've stored a grappling hook inside Mother and Child, so that is our path to Goma. Also, welcome on in, Raiders from ZSR.
Welcome.
The finals match went well. I tuned in and saw it was a good race.
So here we see some divergence.
Is there no game audio?
Power Bridge, it's on Salvage Core.
Could be your path to Godan. Oh, okay. Other people are saying there's game audio.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No, other people aren't. Never mind.
I think I can do this.
Yeah, both of them
This?
should have clean audio, so it'll be fine.
I don't remember the command for this. It's been a while.
In any case, it looks like we've got a little bit of a
There we go.
divergence here.
There we go.
Yep. Voila. Thank you.
I don't know how to adjust it if it's too loud, unfortunately.
Okay.
I don't, but I at least knew that command was a thing.
Okay.
So hopefully it's at least balanced.
Yeah, we're saving Grandma, so Grandma's always Sphere 0 with these Miniblins beginner
I am
settings.
so glad that that grandma command is still around.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things that I ever added to this.
We've got some soup over on Advo's side. I'm going to be storing this chest inside and using it to bypass the magic requirement. Or sorry, not the magic requirement, the leaf requirement.
Grandma had a wall in her basement.
Nice.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, because I didn't see a like the music note, at least on our end, either.
Yeah. We're going to be storing this spiky chest on top of Cliffclad Isles. Probably to take to Thornge Ferry, if I had to guess, since we've got that grappling hook. We can break into Bird's Peak Rock without storage.
Yeah, I always love being able to do that. It's a nice little like slight time saves, especially because Western and Thorn are like so far out.
Yeah.
OBS is
Like
strong.
bombs. Wow.
Bombs at the top. So bombs are locked behind leaf. Interesting.
We're doing Leafless Taji today. Or at least not much of Leafless Taji.
It would be really mean for like leaf to be that one check that you can get in Taji without bombs.
Yeah. It's exactly hop across that could be something. Eventually. Ooh, another spiky chest. Outset with a shard.
Here's our first shard.
8 of those pieces of cheese to enter Hyrule. Look out for those. 2 of them will be on our race mode required dungeon bosses.
Oh, it's chart 23, the one that doesn't say anything.
Got the meme chart. Let's go. Ooh, alright. I like this play from that though.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that he saved there.
Yeah, when you save scum, if you save in a quadrant, it respawns you back in that quadrant that you last saved in. So he used that to get back here to Bird's Peak Rock faster than normal.
And Bo is also locked behind leaf. Interesting. So you notice we have 60 arrows and 60 bombs there. That's just a nice little... we started with some of the upgrades there just to make it a little nicer when we finally get bows and bombs.
Yep.
It's still a little early to really say for sure. They're doing different checks, and they're going to be trading spots here, I imagine, shortly.
Yeah, Koala went to Outset, whereas Advo's been doing this Cliffclad BPR Thornberry area.
Oh, there's another bow.
Here we go, while getting that storage. So I think our Great Sea path to go to end is, if it's that power bracelets, then I think we're looking at exactly Eastern Fairy Island that has something that leads to those bows or bombs. So I would prioritize heading over there. We can full clear Poprin as well, so maybe Advo heads down, or maybe he heads up Peaks Crescent and then heads down to Eastern Fairy.
Also opting to store this chest here.
Taking a look at our tracker, we've got so much available to us right now. We have 38
yeah,
locations accessible out of the 48 remaining.
I was like, we can full clear the dungeons, can't we?
Yeah, we're missing that leaf for Tachi, potentially, depending on... Well, no, logically we're missing the leaf, regardless.
Yeah, logically we're missing it, but our runners can get around that.
Yep.
That being said, I don't think they're going to want to. Well, there's that bait bag that unlocks the first bow, at least.
Okay, so that could be our path right there. Power bracelets for that.
And iron boots, which are useless.
Yep.
Is Big Pig in logic? I don't think...
No, sadly. Big Pig is an island puzzle. Too complex for the likes of us, apparently.
I don't know if I want to I don't know if I want to do these settings now.
I miss the heat.
Okay, like that's the.
You could always do it for fun.
That's very true. I could just waste time doing that. I've wasted time for other memes before, so like,
Yep.
I would try to route in, like during spoiler log. I would always try and route in the the hero's charm. And if it wasn't too far out of the way, I would grab it. I think at one point I went to Crescent Moon when I was heading to Paw Print just to grab it. Worth it.
Yep,
Those 30
100%
seconds were absolutely worth it. Almost lost the race to it too.
Well, you would have lost in style at least.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't have felt bad at all. I would have done it again. There's delivery bag. We don't have any missing items that we're not sure about, right, with storage yet.
Yeah.
So we don't
There's
have
not
any
too
mail
much to
yet.
store with these settings. It's only with Plat and Mother and Child, potentially, if you want to swim.
We're having a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah. I find with aligning my left foot with the crack in the wall, the middle of the crack in the wall is usually what gets me a good setup. Because otherwise, you can bounce out like Wall is having. Although he might be letting go a bit late. This trick is finicky. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's pretty finicky. It's a very generous like window. Like, or at least it doesn't feel frame perfect, but
It's one of those tricks there. Sometimes it can just go wrong and you've got no idea why. There we go.
there we go.
First try.
Yeah, first try if you ignore all the other attempts.
Yep, exactly.
And that's really what you want to do.
The whole premise of the tournament is about. It's a tournament made to help new players learn. Making mistakes is part of that process, so.
Yeah.
Hey!
We got Philip.
Let's go. Getting all the meme items.
I mean, until I start seeing like Hero's Charm and Greg and Trevor, I'm not quite saying about all meme
That's
items
true.
just yet.
I, think
I mean, we
we've got one
have
great
gotten
fairy
2
left.
of them already, so you know.
Yeah.
Sacrifice RNG is only CSR main. Yeah, the attempts were just RNG manipulation, clearly.
Exactly. Yep.
Hoping for a good Goma cycle. Oh, the ice chest here too. That's an island puzzle, isn't it?
Yep. So you don't ever have to open it. Although it makes it much nicer to get up. So it's a trade-off. You've got enough health, I think, to not have to worry about opening chests for health with these settings, especially with soup. So
Oh, sorry, we didn't even mention that. We start with 6 hearts.
yeah,
Double normally would.
yeah.
Which I
Also-
guess for the beginner settings that makes a lot of sense. The Ganon fight can go horribly wrong if you're if things go wrong.
Yep. Soup, and you got a trusty shield and a sword, so you don't have to worry about early combat as much.
So I mean, at this point, we're missing 2 swords, a bow, and leaf, and the shards, right? Like,
Yeah. These settings
oh, I
can go
guess
by
and
fast.
hookshot. I guess we do need hookshot. I don't
Yeah.
anticipate any morph hovers in these settings.
Yeah, the chests are not too far to go out of your way for, except for maybe outside Great Fairy, but even then I would still say it's worth it to get that hook shot.
That's right, outset Great Fairy. That's probably the most annoying check probably in these settings.
For sure. Yeah.
There's not any other easy ways to skip leaf for that.
No, there isn't.
I know there's a way to do it.
That sounds awful. That sounds like door cancel into Forbidden Woods style of awful.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Doing hover and beginner friendly settings. Yeah, that's mainly what I meant by we probably wouldn't see it.
Yeah.
Just like they've learned one trick, and it's one of the hardest tricks in the book.
But when it comes up, you better believe they're saving 10 minutes on everybody else.
They don't do storage for anything, but they're gonna do more hover in the moment that they can.
Yep.
Which honestly, just I would mad respect if anybody does that. No, I think I've only seen Leaf being skipped once for Outset Great Fairy, and I believe it was during Tuba's Hellseed.
Cool.
So Tanjo did it to try and break the logic and was rewarded with nothing.
Wow.
Because Tuba knew that somebody would do it.
Damn, that's evil.
Welcome, welcome. Oh no, I believe it was a wallet, and the wallet like led to something that was absolutely worthless, and you didn't need the wallet at all.
That's even meaner. Damn.
That was such a fun scene though.
Welcome on in, Ecola. The French restream of the OTR finals match.
Salut to you as well.
Ooh, ghost ship chart. I guess that could be our path to Godan as well, potentially.
I'm sorry, we haven't seen. No, like obviously Qual hasn't done it yet. I imagine waiting for Leaf.
The telescope, it's not the worst thing to just peek, especially CTC.
Oh, fair, yeah.
It does make it a little more awkward, especially since it's night 2 for Quala, so that would put it at Diamond Step, I believe. Which we don't have hookshot yet. I don't know. Tough call. This is spiky. Crescent on Koala's side. Advo skipped this earlier. Kind of
And I
left this
don't
all by
think
itself.
he was hoping to try and do it with Ghost Ship, but and it's a Tinkle statue.
3 out of
It's
5.
probably the worst thing to get there at this point.
Alright. Advo setting up this Octo jump.
Yeah, I think it's a little too far out, but
He's gonna eat him. No!
Yeah.
Oh! No,
Alright.
Advo!
I don't think he wanted to risk it.
Okay. Thought he got past the mouth, so he was fine, but I guess not. This Octo
Yeah, I
jump
thought-
would be tilted.
I thought he was past the mouth as well, but
This is a rando exclusive glitch. I mean, there's no Swift Sail in the base game. There is an HD. I don't know if this is doable in HD or not.
there's the question of, is it worth it in HD?
That's a good point. Second try. Wow, Koala hopped on into Islet of Steel.
Which
Probably
I
gonna have a
imagine
high
we'll
five
see
in a
Advo
second.
check here in a second.
Yeah.
Hey, vanilla.
Piece of the cheese. A rare double spiky diamond step. Might give us some information about where Hookshot could be hiding. Well, alright.
Not on ankle.
Yeah.
Would be kind of funny for this to be 2 Tinkle statues, though.
Then you gotta check it, what it is.
Oh yeah. Advo will still be missing one by that point, but
Okay.
I was gonna say that is that vanilla, but no, that's not vanilla. Like there is a piece of paper in that chest, isn't there?
Yeah. I think it's the ghost ship chart. Or maybe it's in the other chest.
No, yeah, I can't remember which chart has the ghost ship chart.
Oh, beetle chart. Very cool.
RNG manipulation. As we said, it's that damage step, so very nice timing there on the windows.
Yeah. If you're Koala, I guess you also get it here now.
I could not tell, but it looked like it was spiky.
Ooh, very cool.
Needle Rock also having another spiky chest here.
There's sword.
There's our second sword. And we know DRC has at least one shard in it, besides the boss.
Yep. Koala
Also beetle chart manipulation.
Yep. Hey.
There's our leaf. Interesting.
So, everything's in logic except for Cabana. And I guess Ankle. Literally everything
Yeah.
else is.
Is in logic and they can do.
Yep.
I guess that would kind of be implied by the fact that it's in logic.
Yeah.
First try there from Quo.
Maybe another time. No Leafless Hot G today, though.
Plenty of seeds to come, though.
Exactly. The total sample size of one seed, I feel like these Miniblins seeds have been more brutal in terms of how much they can troll you with item placement. The only seed I've done so far had Leaf in Far into Earth Temple, and then a Bow in Light Maze, so that was fun.
God. Oh gosh, that sounds awful. Yeah, so we just see our runners trading places here. The interesting part will be for Koala getting Ghost Ship. 'Cause was it at Diamond Step when they warped here?
I believe so.
Okay, so they were actually able to get it in that cycle. What Tingle statue is Advo missing over Koala?
Crescent Moon.
Ah, okay.
Which I think you just get after DRC. No reason to really rush it, I think.
Especially with the items that you have right now.
Yeah.
Interesting not saving Tachi. I guess this is like, you're going to be full clearing this anyways, so...
Yeah. And you've got the Pearl, potentially, or the Tingle statues are path to Hyrule, so... Maybe you go here and you think there might be something here. Maybe it kept it from being hinted barren, too, so...
Key.
And if you find all your items here, then you get to do the go mode of DRC through under Rope Bridge, which is very fast.
Right.
You got that shard and you're on your way.
But it looks like we'll be seeing DRC from Koala. Unless he's just grabbing... It's just this one, right? There's not the builder chest?
I've never seen that before.
Wait, what happened?
He shot the eye closed, and it didn't play the cutscene, it didn't open the thing. So he had to reload the room for it.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, now it's not even... Oh, he's just doing this, just skipping. Very well done there.
Cycle 2.
So we did get note to mom here. It's also a shame that Advo found a key on the first floor there. So
Won't be able to skip hop across.
yeah, not entirely sure if we can skip it yet.
And we're going to be saving a total of 1 second, depending on what the check is, whether it's spiky or not in this our first chest room. All the little time saves that make the most difference in the end.
Why is it 1 second?
Because that's
Just
what
from
it
being
was
able to turn around.
timed.
Just from turning around.
Well, depending on what is the chest, whether you have to run to the chest or not. I think it's 1 second if you have to run to the chest. So you usually just want to stand by the door because it's more likely to be wooden than not. Stand by the door with the statue, and if it's not, then I say 1 second, and then you go run to it. Not sure how much it saves if it's wooden. There's a super minor time save, I think Armageddon found last season, or maybe it was Fig.
Got a spiky chest. No, that's another key. Never mind. I can't see things.
That lava tint gives it a different color than usual, so I don't blame you. Oh, no.
Ooh.
It's the cycle.
Some happy slashes.
No anger here.
Well, that was that's a very nice big key.
Oh.
So we know this is a shard.
Okay. Whew. See Advo doing the second command melody gift setup. I guess it's the first command melody step. It's the second statue. We'll see sub-hour. I feel like the seed has potential to be sub-hour for sure.
Yeah, with only 2 dungeons, and granted they are some of the longer dungeons to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, we found Note to Mom, but like DRC hasn't had a whole lot just yet.
Yeah.
But neither has Tower of the Gods, so. And that does mean that Hop Across the Floating Boxes might have something useful.
Yep. Got all our keys for Hot G. While Koala going backwards through DRC, since he's got both fire and ice arrows and bombs, you just need one of those two to really head backwards through it with one key.
Did he check the mini boss chest?
Mini boss was hinted dead, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Why would I remember something like that?
Me during a race.
Basically, if I don't write it down, I will forget it. And then even if I write it down, I'll like not be able to read my handwriting and be like, what was that? Just, we'll check it.
I don't write the hints down on the tracker or on the notes I have for the location hints, so I just mark them off on the tracker, and that sometimes doesn't work out because I just don't notice it on the tracker. So I'm doing my usual
I've
stuff.
done this.
Yeah.
Well, there's our light arrows. Is this a sword?
Jeez.
No, but it's cheese. So not really able to go mode either dungeon, unfortunately.
Nope. So we're one cheese and hookshot, potentially from go mode. Well, for us. The runners aren't.
Yes.
Yeah, these runners will definitely, probably, 100% not be. Well, I don't say 100%, but most likely will not be in one of the opponents you will face.
Yeah, they're gonna set the bar for what the people who won't be making the tournament will be.
Yeah. So to be clear, we've got 3 groups of 8 people, potentially more groups or less people per group, depending on how many runners you participate. But the idea is that you'll play people in your own skill level. So those with the closest scores will face each other in single elimination matches in a bracket style.
Yep. So they'll take everybody who participates in the asyncs, the bottom 24 or more, depending on runners, will determine the who makes it on. Just because you don't want trying to avoid having all the really top runners in the tournament.
Yep.
But they're encouraged to do the asyncs, so that way we can have them set what that bar is.
Exactly. No. Oh, look at that friendly Keese. What a bro. A little boost up there.
Ganon forgot to give him his paycheck, so he decided to help us out a bit.
How do I make it look like I'm not doing my job? How do I make it look like I'm doing my job without actually doing my job?
Like the Incredibles, like, I know you're upset. But what you shouldn't do is fill out Form 20.
You get paid by how many times you hit Link.
God, can you imagine the paperwork for that? We're like, boss says our quota isn't high enough. We gotta pick up those numbers, folks. We aren't hitting Link enough.
Beatings will continue until morale improves.
He wants 5 more hits by the end of the day.
Yep.
Get to work.
Oh,
There's one.
yep.
I didn't mean to jinx Koala like that, but...
Oh, looks like Koala didn't open the warp pot, so he's gonna have to go back up through DRC, which isn't a big deal.
I think he just forgot to do it.
Who's in that spiky chest? In basement. Oh, single statue, right?
Oh.
I marked it off my tracker and then just promptly forgot about it.
So we got dual bosses here.
And those extra arrows are so nice for Godan.
Oh gosh, that's what I was just thinking. I'm like, oh man, at least we have 60 arrows for this fight.
No snot arrows today.
Or if it is just a really bad day.
Yeah. Evo not quite getting the head to stop attacking. If you roll underneath Godan as he's charging up, then he will stop his attack entirely. You can use it to skip.
Yeah, I think the issue
annoying
there
moves.
was he was just outside the arena, so he wasn't
Yep.
able to get under him.
He's too close to the edge. The issue with rolling too fast off the ledge is you can jump and get in the electrified. It's not a pit. I guess it's a pit. Electrified area, and it wastes quite a bit of time.
Yeah, but here we see why DRC's boss is fairly long. Because they entered around the same time, and Quell is now on phase 2 of the boss.
Thankfully, phase 2 isn't as much cutscene as phase 1.
Oh, yeah. And with our Master Sword, it's not that difficult.
No.
So we're still missing a shard and a hookshot?
Yeah, but I think hookshot can either be hop across, letter from Beto's mother, or outside Great Fairy, and that's it for the hookshot location. I guess the shard could be one of those places as well. I mean, it has to be.
Oh, I don't think I've seen this. Not in a while, anyways.
Ah. Oop, not quite getting out of bounds there.
Opting for the statue push method. Oh, no. Going back to the... Oh, because do you land in the water for this particular strat?
I think so, yeah.
So you need the high water. Link not cooperating here.
Yeah, got commitment issues apparently. Okay.
Oh.
That's what can happen with the high tides with that strategy. I think he's alternating between the strategy that works at high tides and the strategy that works at low tides.
Right.
Getting the worst of both worlds, fortunately. Gets it there. Fancy.
I love being able to hit that switch while backflipping. It feels so good every time.
Never thought about doing that. I will have to remember that. Learned something today. So I do forward rolls, and the forward roll doesn't actually move you anywhere, from what I remember. But backflip, I guess, does.
But I also didn't... I guess if you're intending to get there anyways... Yeah, so he's just gonna activate this now.
Spiky.
It is spiky. There's our hookshot.
Everything is in logic.
So Cabana?
Yeah.
So you can mail a letter there.
I think that's the play for sure.
Ooh.
Just a quick sail. There's no better time. You'd have to warp again, so. For that, you're already facing Cabana whenever you exit Taji, so even faster. Very clean from Koala there. bomb clip first try. And the leaf pumps. I think leaf pumps are one of the things that help out the most with movement. It can be the biggest time saves, I'll say.
Yeah. He got the throw. Those were some two great throws just right on the switches. Hey, more bombs. I will never say no to more bombs or more arrows.
I agree. Ah, rats. Classic.
Rats. Rats.
While showing off those light arrows on the Armos Knights.
Boomerang. Patented Keys Killer.
It's no whip, but it's still pretty dang good at getting the job done when it comes to keys.
And nothing there. So what do we have?
Ankle and outset Great Fairy. And no, Hyrule can't have anything, so
Yeah.
one of those places.
Oh, I forgot about
Avu
ankle.
doesn't have the last Tingle statue, so he can't get that if that is a last shard.
He's just opting to go into the dungeon now.
I think that makes sense.
Which I don't blame him at all.
He's missing
Fairy
what?
and he can't
3
do
items?
ankle and fairies out of the way, so
Yeah. And you know all of your progressive items won't be in those spots because you're missing so many. But one
Right.
sword, one bow, 3 shards. They can't all be in 2 total
two
locations.
spots.
True. If Forbidden Woods was in Logic, it would have lots of items, I'm sure. Always loaded. See what setup quality goes for here. Do boomer strats.
Those are the strats I prefer.
More of a zoomer myself when it comes to this skip. Find myself walking off the ledge a bit too often for the boomer
That's
strats.
totally fair. Didn't rotate the camera enough there.
Style. Risky stick throw.
It's always fun when you get the stick throw, you miss the stick throw, but it bounces back and hits the torch, so you're like, whoop, cool, totally planned that.
I wish I was that cool.
I'm not saying I've done it, I'm just saying I've
Wow.
seen it.
That would be pretty awesome to get. Well, it looks like we're not going to be sub-hour today. It's the item placements.
Yeah.
Still a very, very fast.
Yeah, with these dungeons, like they were just two very long dungeons having to complete them instead of if we were able to go mode and like Dragon Roost, it probably might have had a chance, but
So opting to skip that chest. This is a key of some sort. You don't really need keys in DRC with storage. I'm going backwards, so
with storage, with bows, with bombs, yeah.
everything you could possibly want. Beat the dungeon as efficiently as possible. Fortunately, I don't think you have enough time to make this cycle. This specific platform, so you have to either use another pot or fire and ice arrows, which do the job very well. If you notice Adro's dropping a bomb behind him whenever he enters a door with a gate that slams shut behind you. If you do that, if you pull a bomb right before you press A to open the door, then you can save a second by not looking back. The little animation Link does. Skip that animation and save a second. Nice little time save.
Man, it adds up over the run.
Yeah. Seen races decided by less.
It's true. I've seen too many races that like happen to end on a tie. You're just like, what?
Of course, if you have to do it just for one room to equip bombs, then it's not worth it at that point. But if you're doing it for several rooms and you still need bombs for other stuff, go for it.
If you have to equip them, it's not worth it. But if you already have the bombs equipped, it's worth it. Light arrows for Advo now. And the last sword. So both runners just missing a shard at this point.
Advo's done a bit more overworld. He's gonna have to go through Goma.
Koala still has to get the hook shot.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
But I don't know. Like once we have both runners done with the dungeon, we'll have a bit of a better idea of where they are.
Yeah.
But like they're pretty equal at the moment. Like I'd probably say within 20 seconds of each other.
Yeah, I agree. Both runners making sure to play thoroughly, not skipping checks, especially in these settings. There's a lot
That's
less
true.
dead checks.
If the last cheese is on Tingle, Koala will have a slight advantage because Advo still has to go to Crescent to get that Tingle statue.
Yep. Which, I mean, he's probably going to do after DRC. There's nowhere else really to go. No better time than to get it. Ooh, gamer jump.
Always feels good to get that.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you open the door before the fairy actually fully heals you, you actually don't get the health of the fairy.
That's mean.
Yeah, because it does that like that noise and then heals you. So if you enter before it actually heals you, it doesn't do it.
We'll be fine.
Yeah,
Sure,
we'll
go
be
down
fine.
won't deal 3 1/4 hearts worth of damage.
And we have soup, so
Most of the bosses in this game do very little damage to you, except for Mulgara. I don't know about Jahala because Jahala pretty much never hits anybody. So
yeah, I've only ever gotten hit by Jahala if I was doing like a swordless challenge or something.
Yeah.
Swordless without light arrows. Which I believe was featured in Tuba's Hellseed.
That's mean.
Yeah, I think some people might have had a hero's sword for that. But it was not a lot.
Yeah, still Jahala with just Hero Sword. I imagine no soup. It's just still.
Oh yeah, no soup. No, naturally. Why? Tuba's not that mean. No, he's not that kind to us. Koala showing off the rolling off the edge here and hanging through the floor.
Purely a time loss, but it looks cool, so that's what matters,
It's the
really.
style points, really.
Exactly.
I don't do it because I'm always afraid I'm going to get up and just roll right into the warp.
That is a worry, yeah. Then you have to make your way all the way back up Taji to get that last piece of cheese.
Yeah, just that walk of shame. Alright, now we got Koala doing hop across for his hook shot.
Yep.
And then they'll be all good.
Yeah. Can you do the statue? There we go.
Hopefully he can get around the corner in time. Yep, he's good.
As long as you get out from underneath the platform that's normally solid. I guess it's the floor. You were not a platform. As long as you get underneath the floor that you were standing on before, then you're fine. Otherwise, it pushes you up through the floor, which is helpful in some spots, just not in this case.
So Claw still hasn't done Cabana yet.
Yeah.
So I think Advo actually does have a slight lead here.
Yeah, I would say so.
Which honestly just goes to show how fast Advo is, because with some mistakes with the like getting to the hop across and the super swim earlier, like he's still just fast.
Yep. Ooh, all right, all right.
Oh,
may have a bit more of a race
might
now.
have we might have a race here. What you got, Ankle?
Got a
There
race.
we. Oh,
Let's
oh,
go.
this is gonna be fun.
The last cheese for Advo. He's in go mode. And Koala will be very
So the
shortly
only
following
thing
suit.
Advo has over Qual is the boomerang.
Oh boy, boomerang. Logically required to beat the game, but you can shoot down Pup again its tail. So both of these runners will not be using it
Yeah.
for its intended purpose, at the very least, in the fight.
So what do we got here? 55. I didn't even realize Qual got the frame perfect Wind Waker pull there to delay the cutscene. So 20 seconds.
Ooh, this is a close
Just
one.
about, yeah. That's just funny. That's what I like kind of rough like guessed earlier. I'm like, oh, they're probably about 20 seconds apart. It's true barrier. Skipping incoming.
Can you store this cutscene? I wonder.
Is there a place that you can get storage?
Maybe the railing near the castle? It'd have to be fast as well. But this is a longish cutscene.
Do you know what would be the most amazing way to get storage in here?
What?
Forest water.
That would require some intense timing. But that would be sick if somebody could pull that off in a spoiler log race, maybe?
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. Like that would be amazing to see in a spoiler log race.
Giga brain strats right there. I think that was just under a 30-second cutscene, I want to say. So,
Oh no, I'm not that good. Like I mean, I could try it by like waiting for it to happen. I wouldn't be able to try it like in an actual like race setting.
somebody ping Spy or Crane. We'll get on it.
Oh, yeah, they absolutely would. I can definitely see Spy doing that. I can also see Jarhead doing that.
I'll ping all three.
Yeah, all three of them. Yeah. It's a myth. They're merely resting, waiting their time. Yeah, they're still like 20 seconds apart.
Yep. Look at the title. Yep, the title drop of Miniblins. There they are.
The Mike Wazowski point, like, there I am!
As we run past them and slide along to the door and refuse to elaborate.
Alright, Advo entering at 25 on the Fade to Black. .47 on the Fade to Black. So 22 seconds time difference between our runners right now. First phase down for Advo.
Shot number 1 for Paul. 2.
Ooh, good shot there from Paula.
Smartly holding that for the 3rd shot. Cutscene apart.
Yeah, this is pretty this is pretty close. Ooh. Whew. Advo with a double shot there.
That's the fastest you can do that phase.
Yeah.
It saves a lot of time.
Yeah, Quala needs to get that to make up. Not even a doubt. Oh my god. This race. Wow.
There we go. Come down to the climb and the skip.
They are a rope climb apart.
Both of them walking off. You hold R
I don't know if... Oh, Advo. Or Quala. Not missing that there. This
you
is
hold
still
R.
a
Sorry.
very close race.
Yeah. If you hold R and alternate mashing A and B with the rhythm, then you can climb the rope in an unintended fashion. So you do that trick. Yeah, we're on to Ganon. Phase 1's already down. The power of soup. Barely need any hits at all. A couple spin attacks, and then a couple other regular attacks will do it. Or 3 spins. Soup just really makes everything so much easier. Double the damage you do with sword strikes, so makes the final fight scripted, essentially, if you know what you're doing.
Basically, yeah. Just got Zelda RNG to worry about. But that is going to be GG's for Advo.
GG. So close to that all ones. Can't get any more interviews, so. Looks like this will be GG for Koala.
25 seconds. Or 35 seconds, sorry. GG's. What a
Wow.
race.
That was very close at the end. That's crazy.
Alright, looks like we'll be getting both of them in for an interview here.
Yep.
The BPR.
Yo,
GG's.
GG's.
Yo,
Close one.
That was very close.
Now I feel a lot worse about how long it took me to get into BPR.
dude, if you look at how long it took me to get clipped to hop across boxes, you're gonna feel a lot better.
I felt the bomb clip on that one and just went and got the statue.
Advo had a little bit
You
more
have to imagine, I tried the door clip to hop across, failed it once. Then wanted to get the statue and tried a bomb clip first. I think because I realized the water level was bad. Then messed that up. Went back to the door clip to try it because of the water level, messed that up, got the statue, got the clip, swam and the water level caught me while swimming, so I clipped back and bounce, and then I did the door clip.
Oh no.
It wasn't even over at that point. Then I leaped over to hop across and fell and had to wait for another water cycle.
Yeah. And after everything, you guys finished within a minute of each other. It was...
Yeah,
Like-
35 seconds. That was close.
Yeah. You guys were 20 seconds apart entering Hyrule. So, very well done to both of you.
Yeah.
That was the least dungeon-heavy Miniblins seed I've played yet.
I basically full cleared Overworld before.
I
Yeah,
did a lot of my
full cleared
overworld. I
that.
didn't full clear it.
I didn't full clear either. I had DRI and Crescent. Like my last Overworld check besides Ankle was Crescent.
I had Cabana still, Southern Ferry, Ice Ring, and Outset Ferry.
Because I full cleared like almost everything. And then I did Tachi before DRC.
Oh, I did DRC first.
Because
I got lucky though after Tot G because I went, what's my fastest check right now? Ankle. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, Ankle also had to be the shard.
Oh, did he?
Because of the Windfall to Hyrule and the Pearl on... The Pearl couldn't be the Hyrule Seed. The Hyrule Hint. So it had to be one of the two statues. Or like both statues.
Why can't it be the pearl? Just out of curiosity. I feel like
Because I think it's the same as Ganondorf, that it can't lead you to one of the dungeons, like those hints, and like the hint would just lead you to Godon if it was.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to
I
change that.
did not know that was the case.
So
I
it's
thi-
Path to
it's-
Ganondorf.
It's definitely
Versus Path to
the
Hyrule.
case for Path to Ganondorf. I'm not sure about Hyrule, but for Ganondorf, it's definitely, if the path is to Ganondorf, you know it's not to one of the race mode dungeons.
Okay, that is
That's-
good to know.
Very
I
good.
did not know that.
Yeah, they changed it at 1.10.
What I also didn't want to go to Tingle without Hookshot, and so luckily I found it right before going. That's my fastest check now.
Yeah, that was a very, very well. You guys at one point, because of like the delay I had a little bit out of sync, and you guys were checking Western Ferry at the exact same time, down to like the cutscenes were happening at the same
Wow.
time. Right?
My swim was kind of scuffed to Western.
No, it was a very good save though.
Yeah, I'm glad I still got that.
I had a bad start, but by the time I actually took off, I was fine.
Yeah, for me it's the opposite. I was like, I got the like almost perfect start, and then I missed the island, and then because I had too much speed, I think, and then I was had to correct a little bit and went way too far, and then I was like, guess I have to look for the island now.
That one's a hard swim for me because I usually base when to go on the air meter, and Mother and Child will refill your air if you're too close to it. So sometimes I'm like, I have no idea how much speed I have.
Yeah, well, it's the same for me with like especially with island. It's very easy because you want like, I don't know if you have like good charge. It's like half or something that you want.
Yeah, I would write about.
And then it's like, but yeah, for Western it's harder to estimate.
But yeah, was there anything? There wasn't like really anything that was like super rude in the seed. We were kind of joking that the leaf would have been the hop across in Tot G, but hookshot's up there.
We also knew like kind of very early that the Godon end had to be like the seed to Godon had to be for leaf. With bombs top of and like bombs having a bow on male and being top of cliff plat, which is locked by leaf, you kind of knew like, okay, yeah, I guess this is my.
It could have been for a bow.
Yeah, but at that point with no cyclos, it was like, okay, how high is the chance that this is like the bows are locking each other here all?
Well, I mean, with Tot G, it's actually not that unlikely. But I did know, I was thinking it's probably for a leaf, so that's part of why I routed Diamond Step when I did, because I knew I could get Ghost Ship there. But I did. Oh god.
Most of Tot G isn't logic without a bow, so it's like.
Yeah, but there are. I've had plenty of seeds with 2 bows in late Tot G
Yeah.
after the bow, or like fire and ice there, and then the lights are fire ice locked. So
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
And Lyric finishing in 3rd place there. GG's to Lyric.
GG's.
Jeez. I feel like this is a seed where pretty much wherever you went, you got something at least. So there wasn't any big way to save time. It wasn't too much you could skip. You could skip a little bit, but
No
dungeon
outset
order didn't matter
fairy.
that much. Everything was
I hate,
there was
I
something
hate
in each
going back
dungeon.
for outset fairy.
Outset fairy is the worst check in the entire game. Like
was-
every single check in the game, like all 302, outset fairy is the worst.
I was I don't know that I agree with that one.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
It just feels so
In
terrible.
these settings, I will agree with that.
In-
but
In these settings, outset fairy and
Oh,
thorn
these-
fairy are probably the worst. But
Just the cutscene of the bowler exploding taking like 5 seconds is annoying me, and I get storage for it every single time, even if it's like 4th try.
oh, I always will throw the bomb and then attempt to get storage, and basically if I don't get first try storage, the bomb blows up.
That is the best way to do it, but this cutscene annoys me too much.
I understand how you feel. I used to do that, and then I think you pointed out to me like why, you're losing time getting storage. I was like, yeah, it's true.
It is the best way to do, like, throw the bomb and try to get the first try storage. That's what I usually did before when I was like, okay, when I'm messing this up, I hate watching this cutscene.
But how did you guys feel about the settings for this, for the seed and then the tournament in general? Like, I think it's good beginner settings and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely very
Yeah.
good beginner settings. It's like a bit better. I think this is the first seed of these settings that wasn't cursed that I played, to be honest. But with like in comparison to like the usual beginner settings, somehow these turn out like more, I don't know, weird sometimes, even though it only has fairies in addition. But I feel like it makes the settings kind of better to learn with, because it's not as like completely straightforward, and it's like, okay, I guess I can think a little bit about what I'm doing. I don't know if this makes any sense.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
GG's to Kit Kat.
GG's.
I have no other comments on this.
To
Alex.
plug the tournament a little bit. So for those who are interested, basically we're releasing 3 asyncs, the first of which has already been released, over the course of the next 2 weeks. And basically you record yourself playing the async, upload it to YouTube or Twitch or whatever, and then you submit it. And then at the end of those weeks, so at May 14th, I believe, we're going to tally the scores up, and the runners with the lowest 24 scores or more, depending on how many we've got to participate, will be put into 3 groups of 8 runners each. And the goal with that is to match you up with runners of your skill level. So the bottom 8, the bottom 8 above that, and then the 8 above that will be matched into those groups. And then you'll be facing each other in a 1 versus 1 bracket style elimination, single elimination bracket. So yeah, the goal is, I guess, for beginners to try and get their feet wet with Wind Waker. So we'd be happy to have anybody who wants to race participate. Very low pressure.
And it's also like a good way to get like races versus people around your skill level. Like even in the main tournament challenge cup, the upper like just below top 24 is still like quite the difference to like people who are just starting. So this is like especially good.
Perfect time to join if you're a new player. And we've got so many people who are willing to help each other out in the Discord as well. It's very nice. That's all I had. There's a plug.
Yeah. I've got no other comments. Anything else from our runners?
Me,
Final
no,
thoughts
I
on
don't
the
have
seed?
anything.
No, just GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
I'll pass it over to you, Cub.
Jesus, you actually want me to do something? Why?
We appreciate you for restreaming.
Why would you make
We
me
do.
do this? God. No, GG's both Advil and Koala. I think I said earlier. Yeah, these two. You two are not likely to be taking part of this tournament, but this is what can be done on these settings.
I don't know what you mean.
I agree with you.
And also, thank you to Artemis and to Alex for letting me not do anything for an hour. I appreciate that. That's going to be it for ZSR today, but keep an eye on the ZSR schedule. I don't want to spoil anything from earlier, but there might be something tomorrow morning that you might want to all join us for. But until then, everybody stay safe. Please come back and join us soon. Until next time, have a good afternoon.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.